Hello everybody, welcome to a video from MinnMax. MinnMax is a place about games, friends, and getting better. My name is Ben Hansen, joined by the one and only Leo Vader.
Lightsaber.
I'm sorry, your last name is Vader, and we're doing a Star Wars video. Right? It's pretty crazy. Legal Christian name. We both got to play Star Wars Outlaws. We're gonna be sharing our full gameplay impressions on the next episode of the MinnMax Show podcast. You can subscribe to it on your favorite podcast app, or hell, you're one click away right now from hitting subscribe on YouTube. It's a small click for you. It's a huge deal for an independent outlet like us. So click subscribe, get ready for the next episode of the MinnMax Show podcast for our full thoughts. But Leo, the big framing for all the messaging so far for Star Wars Outlaws is Ubisoft being like, you want to be a scoundrel? We got a game for you, buddy.
The first Star Wars open world scoundrel simulator. And we'll find out with the clips what our definitions of scoundrel are. I'm curious for that.
Merriam-Webster defines it as a dishonest or unscrupulous person, a rogue. So we'll see who's more of a scoundrel in this bit of a scoundrel off here.
I wasn't being scrupulous at all.
I like the way you play this game, Leo. You're much more focused on combat, kind of pushing the limits of what you can do and all this stuff.
A lot of Nyx features I was trying to take advantage of, and I don't know exactly if a scoundrel will be nice to Nyx or not. I tried to be mean. Here's me asking Nyx to fetch one gun, and then I'm like kind of being picky about it. I say, no, I meant the other one.
Oh, that's scoundrel.
This is kind of a bad boy, like you're being naughty type of interaction. I just can't help but be a sniper god for this part, which I think is scoundrel behavior. And then, of course, the last one, finisher, the Nyx taunt to distract them, and then the crotch shot.
That's
so kind of classic.
So you have
simple,
a little
clean.
It works. You got a squirrel on your face and then a blaster in your nads. That's good Star Wars.
And you're dead. and then that's the last experience you have on Earth, yeah.
You can use Nyx to distract the stormtroopers. You're supposed to be using it for stealth purposes, but only a scoundrel would use it when you're standing right in front of them.
Yes.
Better than distracting them. You can just steal stuff. You use Nyx just to grab stuff, take that grenade, and then nothing more scoundrelly than tossing a grenade in a busy, no, actually you can't use a grenade in town, which is
too much of a scoundrel. The stealing is fun though, and it's not like they drop it when they die. It's like if you steal from everybody, you're getting more loot than if you just killed everybody. I definitely hope it means they can't throw a grenade if you have Nyx steal it first.
I would hope. I would think so. Hope. Yeah. We should mention, I mean, we're trying to push the scoundrel limit. There's not like a KOTOR meter of not scoundrel. Like you can choose your alliances and stuff like that, but we're pushing it artificially here. The game isn't saying, no, don't be scoundrel.
Our reputation is really unaffected from this, yeah.
Right.
Here we go, playing a little round of sabacc with the crew, being a bit of a scoundrel by going all in without knowing how to play. And I also really wanted to cheat. There is a way to have Nyx peek at cards for you.
Now, if you truly were a scoundrel in the Outer Rim here, Leo, perhaps you would have that ability to cheat with Nyx. Yeah, that's a point for little old me and my scoundrelly ways. Thank you.
You scoundrified me.
This is the open world stuff, right? Getting on the speeder, exploring. I was excited to be on this first planet, Toshara. I love that like the wind is so strong, like all the trees are kind of like shaped because of the strong wind on this planet and stuff. But obviously, the real thrill, messing with these goobers. Tried unloading everything in my blaster to take these fools out, and
this is what a scoundrel does for fun. You try using one of your mini grenades. Yep.
See you in scoundrel hell! They didn't really care. They didn't notice in the least.
Early build? Star Wars creatures are definitely too beautiful. I don't want to be hunting them for pelts.
Right. It's a lot of petting. They know what the internet wants. Oh, I was excited to come across this, where it was a creature attacking a bunch of stormtroopers. So I said, this is my chance, baby. Ultimate scoundrel move. What if I got off my little speeder bike and I decided to help the stormtroopers? Scoundrelly? No.
I doubt in Ubisoft's definition of scoundrelly.
So
hey, that one died.
That one died because maybe it was attacking. There's maybe certain more hostile variants. And I even tried to prove my worth by blowing up the corpse in front of the stormtroopers. Still, they just attacked me. I thought I was trying to ally with them, not allowed. Now this is a real test. This is obviously on Kojimi, a second planet we got to play on. You can't attack these guys. The Banthas, they're your boys. Even if
I was attacking a beast in my demo and going, Hansen probably did this, right? And of course you did it in 6 distinct clips.
But I made peace with the Banthas. All right, scoundrel, drinking.
Being near alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lots of stuff you could theoretically scoundrel up in this bar. I chose the jukebox, changing the song as much as possible.
Yeah.
You know, starting one for 1 second. If they're not in the game yet, these songs, I don't think. And if they were, probably I'd pick the most annoying one.
Right.
Real world scoundrel behavior.
Okay.
Or the longest one.
So the defining thing, obviously, I don't know if you know this, you're a scoundrel in Star Wars Outlaws. We haven't seen any Force users yet, any of the gameplay, but isn't it a bit of a scoundrel move to use the Force on a chair? Wah!
Do you think IGN's gonna write that up as you Force confirmed in Star Wars Outlaws? I've got a bit of a handle on the combat. I'm excited to get more moves. I kind of wish they had more abilities unlocked.
Right.
But the Nyx factor does mix things up a bit. And here I was thinking what scoundrelly move I could do with Nyx. And I think you can have him trigger the detonation and he runs away to a safe point. But I just had him distract near it and then I blew up the canister right next to him. This is some E3 gameplay coming up.
Really? Who needs Star Wars 1313?
Textbook gameplay. Made a loud noise and got away from it. Then did a little distracted, a takedown type business. Had Nyx disable an alarm here, which I like that there is this little extra interaction you need to do. You send him to do it, and then you need to check in and kind of hammer the button on that.
Yeah.
But you can do it from anywhere.
Do you want to insert any like Ubisoft kind of TeamSpeak E3 stuff as we're watching the...
Using stun? That's what I just did. So I would have said, I just used stun? Stun on cooldown? Disabling alarm? There, you don't get XP, really. It's not the way the game works, so... Got a back to Vile. Made progress on my challenge. Nice. About to kill 2 enemies. 2 enemies down. Progress towards objective has been continued. Over.
So it's not Assassin's Creed, everybody. This was me kind of in a scoundrelly-like way trying to figure out how much climbing you can do. So you can kind of, you can Skyrim your way up a little bit.
Yeah, you're busting past those limits.
Yeah, but
with low health.
You have the speeder. And this is where you can really push boundaries of the environment and the scenery. Explore places you couldn't explore before. With 0 consequences. There's fall damage there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Attempt number 2?
You know, now that I'm aware that there's fall damage, you can kind of see around this edge of this cliff. It's like, okay, there's a couple areas, so I can kind of, it's like...
Elden Ring your way down.
That's exactly it. Platforming with torrent level. You can kind of cushion your fall enough and defy the rules of the universe, ladies and gentlemen.
Right into a hostile area.
That's right. Whipping shitties, as we say in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Nothing more scoundrelly than that.
This is a little more minigame stuff.
Yeah.
Betting on these horses, which it was cool. Later on, I found little data pads that were like, hey, bet on the shortest horse. They got a win coming up. Like it's intel that helps you with the betting to make some easy money, which I thought was interesting. But this is before I found that, and I just bet on the worst horse because, again, the definition of scoundrel was not made clear to me.
And how'd your Fathier? Is that what they're called from Last Jedi?
What?
The horses?
Oh yeah, of course, my favorite. You know my last name's Vader.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I thought the scoundrelly move would be to go in and bet on these, but the ultimate scoundrel move, I found the Fathier that was in the worst shape. So I bet all my money on the distressed Fathier.
Being irresponsible with money, I think, is part of a scoundrel's character.
Is there anything scoundrelly about being caught over and over again?
I hope so, because that's a lot of my footage as well.
All right, good. I was so excited in this game just to get to explore the open world, treat it a little bit like a GTA. Let's just see how much I can harass the NPCs. You can't steal their speeders and stuff, and you can't really shoot at them either. You can ram them, if that's good fun for you.
Classic green reticle gun doesn't fire when you point at them.
Right. I was trying to get my speeder on to that, because it looks like it can hold some cargo, you know? So it's like, how much can I harass this NPC until they just stop and actually let me onto their vehicle?
It looks so stand-onable.
Yeah. Just, you should be able to put Nyx on there. Instead, they just kind of slowly crushed my speeder into the dirt.
A rival scoundrel.
Yeah. And then he parks it on there, too. Okay, and then he speeds away, and then I couldn't get on my own speeder.
Nice heal. Oh,
thanks.
yeah, he crushed it into the ground.
He really crushed it into the ground. Yeah, eventually you can just call it. It's like summoning a horse or whatever. I think she even like whistles for it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, then it'll pop up wherever you need it. Nothing. Or scoundrelly. Loitering.
Whoa.
I do like you can just go into this random person's house or bar, or whatever the hell this is. Just kind of relax. You know, I'm a sucker for any game where you can just sit on a bench.
Yes, I mean, the environments are beautiful and detailed and got that Ubisoft, like, overwhelming quality of how many artists spent so much time.
Oh my god. And again, scoundrel meter.
Remind me, loitering.
Loitering.
Right.
Is it scoundrelly just to like, not harass, but just stare at good people in the Star Wars world going about their time?
I thought my definition of scoundrel was off, so I'm glad. Yours is even stranger.
Subscribe to MinnMax's YouTube channel for more impressions and overall thoughts on the gameplay of everything we played from Star Wars Outlaws, or you can always subscribe on your favorite podcast app as well. We'll be talking even more about this game. August 30th is when Star Wars Outlaws comes out, and so we'll be having our big review discussion on the MinnMax show as well. But Leo, fellow scoundrel, thank you, sir.
Hey, may the force be with you.
Absolutely, also with you. Except not in this case. All right, thanks everybody, bye. If you thought, hey, this video wasn't bad, well, there's a whole lot more like it on MinnMax's YouTube channel. Please help us out by subscribing to our channel and checking out the MinnMax Show podcast, also available on your favorite podcast app, the best, most thorough discussion about games on the internet with the deepest dive, our monthly community trivia show with prizes called Trivia Tower, and a whole lot more. Thanks so much for your support, everybody. All you gotta do is click that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it.